Have you been feeling exhausted, tired, and disconnected from yourself lately? Like you can't quite trust what you're feeling. Like your intuition has gone quiet, or maybe you're second guessing every inner nudge that comes through. If that's you, I want you to know you're not alone. And today's Virgo lunar eclipse on March 3rd is here to help you find your way back home to yourself. So, welcome, beautiful soul. I'm Ashley Rose, astrologer, human design reader, and feminine energy business mentor, also known as the Bliss Queen. In today's video, we are going to explore this really powerful lunar eclipse in Virgo. And I want to tell you right from the start, this eclipse is different. So much of what we hear about eclipses is dramatic, intense, and chaotic. But this one is here to heal you. It's here to help restore you. It's here to help you reclaim your intuition, reconnect with your body, and remember that you are allowed to trust yourself again. So, over the next few minutes, let's go ahead and break down the astrology, explore the deeper themes of reclaiming your intuition and your wholeness. And then I'm going to give you some really good practical ways to work with this energy. And at the end, I have a beautiful invitation for you. So, take a deep breath with me, let your shoulders drop, and let's dive in. Okay, so let's talk about what's actually happening in the sky right now. Today, March 3rd, 2026, we have a total lunar eclipse in Virgo. It's a full blood red moon, but it's not just any moon, it's an eclipse. And the south node in Virgo is really important piece of this experience. The south node has been in Virgo for over a year now, and it's going to remain in the sign of Virgo until the middle of this year, this summer, when it moves into the sign of Leo. And what this south node of the moon asks us to do is to release, to let go, to heal old patterns of whatever sign or archetype it's in. So, with the South Node being in the sign of Virgo for the past year, we've been doing deep work as a collective and as individuals around healing our relationship with our intuition, healing our relationship to our nervous systems, and recognizing where those things have been pulled away from us or suppressed. Now, at the same time, we have a lot of energy in Pisces as well, which is where the north node of the moon is right now. We've got Mercury retrograde in the sign of Pisces. We've got Mars in Pisces, Venus in Pisces, and also the north node in Pisces. So there is this really interesting push and pull happening between all the Virgo energies and the Pisces energies. Virgo wants clarity. Virgo wants to understand. Virgo wants to know the plan, the details, the how. But Pisces is asking us to surrender, to trust, to feel, to flow, to let go of needing to know how, and to let go of needing to know every step. And this eclipse is happening right in the middle of all that tension. It's about endings, yes, but it's also about new beginnings that are just around the corner for us all. It's about releasing what no longer serves so that we can step into something new in our lives. And the beautiful thing is, this eclipse is here to support that process, not to make it harder. So let's really talk about the heart of this eclipse, reclaiming your intuition. Here's the thing. So many of us have been taught, either directly or indirectly, not to trust ourselves. We've been taught to ignore our gut feelings. We've been taught to push down what we know, to favor logic and reason over the whispers of our body and over our own inner knowing. In a lot of ways, we've been taught to gaslight ourselves. Now, let's talk about Virgo for a second, because the sign of Virgo in general, I think, has gotten a bad reputation. In modern astrology, when people talk about the sign of Virgo, they often talk about someone who's neurotic, controlling, anxious, perfectionist. Like Virgo energy is energy that needs everything to be kept together very perfectly, managing every little detail. And yes, that can be how Virgo chooses to show up when that energy is suppressed or out of balance in our lives. But the true essence of Virgo actually represents wholeness. Virgo represents intuition, gut knowing, body wisdom. Virgo is all about nervous system wisdom, about self trust. Virgo is also the sign of the priestess, the one who is connected both to the earthly realms and to the divine. Virgo is actually the sign that knows how to move between the realms, between the celestial, the earthly, the underworld. Virgo is the sign that knows how to use the tools we have available to us to walk through life with grace and presence. And here's the key. Virgo is not about having control over everything. It's about trusting your intuition so deeply that you don't need to micromanage every outcome. So, isn't that fascinating? That the sign that we've been told is all about control is actually about the opposite. It's about trust. And so, this eclipse here today, this week, is inviting you to reclaim that, to reclaim your wild knowing, to reclaim your intuition, to call back all the energy that you've been giving away to external systems, to other people, to expectations that told you that you couldn't simply trust yourself. And I want you to think about what you've been holding in your body this year. Again, Virgo is an earth sign. It's all about the body. What have you been carrying? What have you been trying so hard to hold together? This eclipse is giving you permission to stop trying to hold the world together, to stop betraying yourself, gaslighting yourself, and to stop ignoring what you feel, that intuitive wisdom down to the root of your body. You are allowed to trust yourself. You always have been, and this eclipse is showing you how. So let's dig a little bit deeper into the South Node work and what's happening with all this Pisces energy going on right now, with Pisces being in the North Node. So the Pisces North Node is inviting us into something soft and fluid. Again, Pisces being a sign of surrender, alignment, also trust. The South Node in Virgo, however, has been asking us for the past year to release old patterns, specifically the patterns that we can't trust ourselves, patterns that said our intuition isn't valid, patterns that made us feel like we had to have it all figured out all the time, or else we weren't safe in our bodies and our world. And this eclipse this week here is a culmination of all that work that we've been doing. It's a moment where we really get to let those old stories go that we can't trust ourselves. This is a moment to lift those old stories that were placed on us by family, by our culture, by systems of power that said, you don't know, you can't feel, you need someone else to tell you what's true. That's what we're releasing under this Virgo full moon eclipse energy today. And then the Pisces energy with the sun and the Mars and Venus and Mercury retrograde, all in Pisces, North Node. The Pisces energy is asking you to simply feel. The Pisces energy is asking you to allow yourself to release, to acknowledge what's been moving through you, to dissolve the old containers and expectations that have been keeping you small, stuck, stagnant, not moving forward in your life. And this is also where Mercury retrograde comes in. Mercury is currently retrograde in Pisces during this eclipse. And Mercury, as a planet, rules the sign of Virgo. So Mercury in Pisces is actually one of the ruling planets of this eclipse this week. It's really important. Also, the fact that Mercury is the planet that governs communication, clarity, mental work, and details, the fact that it's retrograde, seemingly moving backwards in the sky, this shows again how we are being asked to surrender to the mystery of everything right now. And what does that mean for you? It means you don't need to have all the answers right now. You don't need to know the plan. You don't need to have it all figured out in this moment in time. What you are doing is allowing trust to return to your body, mind, and spirit, even without crystal clarity. Your intuition's coming back online, even if you can't yet articulate it perfectly. And I think one of the most beautiful and challenging things about this time is that we're experiencing both wounding and healing simultaneously. We're processing grief, Pisces, while also stepping into our power. We're feeling the weight of what we've carried, the South Node in Virgo, while also feeling the lightness of letting it go. It's messy, it's tender, and it's deeply, deeply human. So let's talk about some practical ways to work with this eclipse energy. So first, I want to go ahead and give you some journaling prompts. So go ahead and pause, grab your journal, light a candle, and just let yourself write freely, stream of consciousness, no judging, no editing, just let it flow. So here are some journal prompts you can work with in this energy today. When do I feel safe trusting my intuition? When don't I? What have I been holding in my body this past year? Where have I been taught to ignore my gut feelings? What old expectations am I ready to release? And just sit with these questions. See what comes up. You might be surprised by what your body has been holding on to. You can also sit and write, hold one hand, your non-dominant hand to your womb while you write. Listen in to the wisdom of your body and see what comes up as you answer these journal prompts. And now, if you'd like to go even further, even deeper into ritual, this is a beautiful time to create something really intentional. You can take a spiritual bath, add bath salts, magical herbs, essential oils. And as you soak, just imagine the full moon eclipse above you. And imagine all that old energy, those old stories, those old expectations. Imagine all of that just dissolving away, dissolving from your body, dissolving from your energy field. Okay, remembering that full moons are a time of deep release. And then you can also do a release ritual where you write down the old beliefs, the old ways of talking to yourself, the old patterns, the old ways of beings, the old expectations that you are ready to let go of as you move into this next phase of your life. And then burn them, rip them up, bury them in the earth, let them go. Okay. This is also a really beautiful time to engage in movement. Virgo being one of the signs of the body. Go for a walk, dance in your living room, do some yoga, let your body move through you. Virgo is very connected to the body. So moving your body is a way of honoring this eclipse. And honestly, if all you need right now is just to allow yourself to have a good cry, guess what? That's enough. It's Pisces season. You're allowed to cry as much as you want right now. You can also rest without guilt. That's enough too. I just really want to underline that this isn't about doing everything perfectly. This isn't about doing everything right. This isn't about putting together the most elaborate ritual that you can think of or the most profound journal entry. It's about honoring what you feel during this powerful moment, during this powerful eclipse portal. It's about giving yourself permission to be human and to be tender in the process. So I'd love to leave you with this. You are not broken for feeling disconnected. You're healing. Your intuition never left you, and it's just been waiting patiently for you to come home. This eclipse is not here to test you. It's not here to shake you up or throw you off course. It's here to support you, to restore you, to remind you of what you've always been beneath all the noise and all the expectations and the fear. And just understand that there's a wisdom right now about care, nurturance, intuition, and trust. A wisdom that says you don't have to do this alone. You are supported, you are held, you are whole. And if you'd love to continue this journey of reconnection, and healing with the lunar cycles, I would love to invite you to join Bloom, my monthly lunar membership. Bloom is a space where we move through each sacred moon phase together. We manifest with the moon cycles, and you'll get access to monthly rituals, guidance, community of global women, and support as we navigate these powerful cosmic cycles of 2026 and beyond. Bloom is a place to land, to feel held, and to remember that you're not walking this path alone. You can find the link to join Bloom in the description below. And also, another gift that I've provided for you here is that last night on my birthday, March 2nd, we actually held a eclipse ceremony. And so if you're interested in seeing more of the work that we do and going into ceremony together as a group, leaning deeper into this eclipse, please go ahead and click on that link below. That's my free gift to you. My offering for my birthday is to go and join us in ceremony so you can feel held, supported. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for trusting yourself enough to show up. And remember, you are not alone. I'll see you at the next moon. Bye.